we're just going to start with our ankle circles. And arm circles forward, backwards, opening up wide. Okay, a little leg stretch forward there. And other one. And a little bit to the side. And the other way. Good. Opening up your hips a little bit. There we go. Arm circles forward again and back. Okay, so for today's workout, we are going to be needing your weights. And if you have an exercise ball, great. If you don't, you can use your chair, and I'm going to show you both versions. So for today's warm-up, we are going to be starting with your squats. So please make sure you're not letting your knees come over your toes. And you can go wide if you like. If you're going wide, just turn your toes out a little bit, back and down. Walk around a little bit, and we'll do your alternating side standing jack. There we go, and we are going to do some alternating side lunges. So just watch your knee doesn't come over your toe. You're just gonna lean out and push back, and we'll go to the other side. So if you can reach towards the opposite foot or knee as far as you can. So we're gonna go ahead and do backwards lunges. Hey buddy. And we're gonna step back and come up. Step back and come up. So again, just making sure your knees aren't coming over your toes. So now that you have your warm-up in, we're gonna grab your weights. Okay, so just like you did your flies the other day, you're going to be on your back, placing your feet on the floor with your knees up, pressing your lower back into the mat. And this time, we're gonna lower those weights beside your chest and press them up and together over your chest. So if you do have an exercise ball, please go ahead and use it if you want, and I will also be showing the version of that as well. If you don't have your ball, then you're just gonna do these on the floor like this. Okay, so having your weights ready, you're going to lay back. feet close to your bum, pressing your back into the mat. And you're going to lower beside your chest as far down as you can reach and back up. So if you're doing these on a ball or if you have a bench at home, a workout bench, you can lower your arms a little bit more, which is better. And you're going to bring them down and sit yourself back up. Okay, so those are for the floor. Okay, and then if you do have your ball, you're going to sit on top of it. If you don't, you're just going to grab a nice sturdy chair. Okay, so whether you have an exercise ball like this or whether you have a sturdy chair, either way, you want to make sure you're not going to overarch your back, and you can keep your feet wide for stability. To use both hands to hold that weight up and behind your head. So you want to make sure you're cupping the end of your dumbbell equally in both hands so that both arms are working equally. We're going to lift that up and over, keeping your elbows tucked in, lower, breathe out, lift. So I'm going to show you from the side. So from the side, it would look like this, cupping it equally into both hands and reaching behind, exhale up. Okay, and from the front. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to need both weights for your biceps. Okay, so sitting comfortably and supported by your feet, either on your ball or on your chair, we're gonna lower and palms out for a bicep curl, a little bit of a wide grip there, breathing out. Yes, so now if you don't have a ball, you're just going to do hip thrusts, but we're going to do single leg alternating hip thrusts. Okay, so for those of you without a ball, you can do this with or without a weight on your hips. So I'm going to show you with a weight on my hips. Again, you want to keep your hands on that weight so it doesn't roll off your body. Okay, laying back, hands on that weight, and we're going to lift your bum. One leg, and then the other leg. And if you need to come down in between each lift, and then lift up, down, up, lift up, that is fine. If you can stay up, great. So there's your legs portion. Okay, so for those of you who have a ball, we're going to lay on your back and place your heels on the center of the ball and straighten your legs. So heels around the center of the ball, arms are beside you. You're going to stabilize with your arms as you lift your bum. Okay, dig your heels into that ball and pull your heels towards your bum as you breathe out. And lower. And you can come right back up. Okay, so grabbing a couple lighter weights for your shoulder. Okay, so we are going to be doing squats with shoulder raise. So if you find that this is already too much with the squats and lifting your arms, then don't feel like you need to add the weights yet. But I do want you to, of course, push yourselves and work a little bit harder. So from the side, again, making sure your knees don't come over your toes. This time we're gonna raise your arms as you drop your bum and lower your arms as you stand back up. So. Okay, good. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of outer thighs and also your abs. So we're going to lay on your side. Okay, so making sure your elbow is underneath your shoulder, stacking your feet, knees are bent, pressing your heels together as you use your thigh and your glute to open your legs. And we'll do the same amount on the other side. So just switching over. So stacking your knees and heels, elbows should be under your shoulder, and we're going to open that up. Okay, so I do want to work your abs a little bit. So if you have a couch nearby or a coffee table or a small ball, you can place your legs on the couch, coffee table, or ball, and making sure your back is nice and flat against the floor. So you can either bring your legs up on the couch or coffee table, whatever you have, or you can keep your heels down. So we're going to place your hands behind your head, but you're never going to pull on your head or neck. You only want to support the weight of your head. And don't bring your chin to your chest. So you're still looking up. So you're just gonna come up, crunch, hold, and down. And a little stretch out. So now to work a little bit of your lower abs, if you feel comfortable, we're going to bring your knees towards your elbows and lower. So if you want to keep your feet down, that's fine. If you want to be advanced, then just bring your feet up. Nice little stretch there. And now we're going to bring your upper body diagonal to the opposite side. So feet can stay down. And we're just going to come up towards the opposite side and down, alternating. Nice little stretch. Okay, so you can roll onto your side and come up. So now we're just going to quickly go through those stretches for the end, and we're also again starting with your upper body. We'll go chest stretch. So flat hand against there, turning away, getting that stretch in your chest, and turning your hand. So now you can feel your biceps stretching. Okay, and then we'll go to the other side. Flat hand for chest, turning away, feeling your chest stretch. Turning for biceps. Okay, do a nice little tricep stretch. Okay, and we'll do a little bit of your quads. So again, if you have time and if you have energy, might not be the first week, might be once you've done these a couple times, feel free to do this 2 rounds of the workout. 2 or 3 even. So we can stretch your hamstrings, you can cross one leg over the other, and just simply bend over until you feel the back leg stretch. Okay, and switching legs, gonna do them both. So you can hold your stretches longer than I am. If you feel like your knees feel good enough to do an outer thigh, just bend the standing leg and gently press on the knee, and you'll feel that outer thigh opening up. Okay, and the other one. So you can also use your wall for balance. Okay, and then we'll do just a side step, leaning in, stretching that inner thigh. And the other side. Feeling that nice little stretch in there. Okay, and then we'll do some ankle circles. And the other direction. And the other ankle. And the other direction. Okay, arm circles forward, nice and high. And back. Okay, back. Okay, so bring your arms up nice and high, reaching up, stretch your abs, come down, arms come down, shoulders roll back, core is tight, chin is up. Okay, good job you guys. I'd love to hear from you, and go ahead and do